All right. Hello, assalamu alaikum, everyone. Let's start with the binomial topic. All right. So the first thing is the formula to expand, where n is the total power, r starts from 0 and goes till n. So for example, if you have to expand 2 plus x to the power 5, how will you expand it? 5c0, 2 to the power 5 minus 0, x to the power 0. 5c1, 2 to the power 5 minus 1, x to the power 1. 5c2, 2 to the power 5 minus 2, x to the power 2. 5c3, 2 to the power 5 minus 3, x to the power 3. 5c4, 2 to the power 5 minus 4, x to the power 4. 5c5, 2 to the power 5 minus 5, x to the power 5. Let's start calculating it. 5c 32 80x 80x square 40x cube 5c4 into 2 10x power 4 x power 5. How will you write it in the expansion form? 32 plus 80x plus 80x square plus 40x cube plus 10x power 4 plus x power 5. This is the entire expansion. Okay, now here, if it's a plus b x to the power n, so it expands in ascending power because the variable is on the second place. How will it expand? It will expand like p plus qx plus rx square plus sx cube plus tx power 4 plus ux power 5 and so on. Okay? Now this term you will get when r is 0, when r is 1, when r is 2, when r is 3. So when there's a variable on the second place, you can say if you want a coefficient of x, you would r1, x square r2, x cube r3. These are tricks that you need to know. Okay? Acha, next is, for example, if I have b ax plus b to the power n. Now this will expand in descending order, meaning for this particular expansion is going to be px power, let's take this as 5 plus qx power 4 rx power cube sx square tx plus u. So these are, मैं सिर्फ ये बता रही हूँ कि expansion खुलेगी किस तरह से. Values, we're not discussing that. However, when there is an x with both the terms, then it will have its own pattern, which we don't know. Okay? Now let's do a particular question. Let's do 57 first. The coefficient of x square, the variable x is on the second place. That means the value of r is 2. 6c2, 2 to the power 6 minus 2, x upon 2 to the power 2. That gives you divided by 4 gives you 60x square. Okay, a plus x power 5 ka, when you input 5c2, a to the power 5 minus 2, x to the power 2, that's going to give you 10a cube x square. Now they're saying the coefficient of x squared is 330. So coefficient of x from here plus the coefficient of x squared from here is equal to 330. When they talk about the coefficients, we don't write x squared, just the coefficients. 330 minus 60 divided by 10. A cube is 27, so the value of a comes out to be 3. Now let's look at the 56th question. In question number 56, they want you to expand this and you want you to do first three terms. First three terms क्या होंगी? 5c0 okay, so this is going to be 1. Then 5c1 into minus 2 gives you minus 10x. 5c2 into 4 gives you 40x squared. So it's 1 minus 10x plus 40x squared. This is my expansion. Second part says, find the, given that the coefficient in the expansion of this is 12. Let's write this expression. 1 plus ax plus 2x squared. 1 minus 2x to the power 5. May the coefficient of x squared is 12. Okay. Just copied it down. Okay, x square means we go with relevant multiplication. What is relevant multiplication? We only multiply the terms that give us the desired outcome. We don't multiply everything. 40x square minus 10ax square taking the coefficients equals to 12. So 12 minus 40 minus 2 gives you minus 30. A is my answer here, okay? Now let's talk about more concepts. Acha, what happens when there is a variable with both terms? How do we go with expansion, or what type of questions to expect? Okay. Find the coefficient of 1 upon x. 1 upon x means x to the power minus 1. Now what we do is we write it like 5cr, x to the power 5 minus r, minus 2 upon x to the power r. R is missing, which we have to find. How? Collect all powers of x, meaning this power r minus 2 power r, and upon x power r, this goes up with x. Now, you want x to the power minus 1 because that's 1 upon x ka coefficient. That means the powers of x should be equal to x power minus 1. Now plug it back in the equation. So this will give me 5c3 into minus 8 gives you minus 80 upon x. So the coefficient is minus 80. I hope it makes sense. Explaining the concept of once again using question 59. 3x plus 2 upon 3x squared to the power 7. Now x की power minus 2 चाहिए because it's 1 upon x square. 7cr I will collect powers of x. X to the power 7 minus r, and this is going to be 2r When it goes up with the numerator x, it will become minus 2r. 9 upon r is 3. Plug it back in the equation. I hope it's all clear. Now, let's move on to another concept, and that is not another concept. This seems pretty easy, nothing difficult. We can do just one more question here. Okay. Expand in 1 plus y to the power 6, 6c, 0. Okay, 6c1 means 6y. 6c2 means 15y square, and this is 1. So this is my expansion. Now, in the expansion, the coefficient of x square, you can see the y has been replaced with this entire expression, which is what I'm going to do here. So when you make the replacement, इसमें the coefficient of x square is 48. This information we will use. Let's open this up. Relevant multiplication say this is what I'm going to get as the coefficient of x square. Minus 12 plus 15 p square equals to 48. So 48 plus 12 divided by 15. P square is 4. The value of p is plus minus 2. And the value of the positive constant means you will reject the negative value. It's going to be just plus 2. Now one more concept where the power n is unknown. So let me just take a screenshot of that. Okay. What to do when power n is unknown? Let's take a question. Given that the expansion of this and ascending powers is this. Okay, 1 minus 2x to the power n. How will that be expanded? NC0 is 1. NC1 is n. N minus 1 upon 2 factorial. N minus 1 n minus 2 upon 3 factorial. So this is again something that you have to learn. Okay? Now this is 1 to the power anything is 1, anything to the power 0 is also 1. N into minus 2x, that gives you minus 2nx. N minus 1 upon 2 factorial into 4x square. Now, a plus x multiplied by 1 minus 2nx Now you know the expansion of this is until the square coefficient is this constant a. The constant that I'm getting here is 3. Okay, this expansion is equals to 3 minus 41x plus bx square. And the only constant I can get is when you multiply a by 1. But put in the value of a now. Now, minus 6nx plus x should be equal to minus 41x. Considering the coefficients, the n value will come out to be 7. Now plug it in. 1 minus 14x plus 2 into 7 into 6 gives you 84x square. Now b is the coefficient of x square. 3 into 84, 252x square minus 14x square. My value of x square coefficient is 238x square. I hope it's all clear now. Okay, let's do one more question of the same sort. One plus px to the power n. NC0, 1 to the power n minus 0. NC3, 1 to the power anything remains 1. So this entire thing is useless for me. Now NC0 is 1, npx, n minus 1 upon 2 factorial p square x square. Remember, this square is applied on both. Now the expansion given to me is 1 minus 12 28p square q. So I think only possible way is कि मैं यहाँ से use करूँ n minus 1 p square upon 2 factorial x square equals to 28 p square x square. Coefficients ले रहे हैं, so I'm not going to take this. P square cancels out. So my value of n will come out to be n is 8 and n is minus 7. Rejected because n has to be a positive value. Now, plugging in the value of n, we will get minus 7px equals to minus 12x. X cancels out. Value of n is 8, my bad. How can I take it as negative? 8px equals to minus 12. So value of p will become, not taking x, we're talking about the coefficients only, minus 3 upon 2. Now this is going to be, n is 8, 8 minus 1 is 7, 6. 8 into 7 into 6 divided by 6 into minus 1.5 whole cube gives me minus 189 is equals to q. So I have my value of n, p and q, and that's about it.